What's up, YouTube? Back with another video, and today I'm going to show you guys how you can make at least $200 a day driving for Uber. Let's get this thing started.
Bitch, I'm blessed, I choose. I'ma do what I choose. Look at me now, look at you. I like on my face is blue. I could never play the fool. All I do is play it cool. I'm a young boy, never played by the rules.
Now I know for some people that have experience with driving, making that kind of money a day, it might have been difficult, it might have been easy, but I'm gonna break it down as analytically correct as I can for the new drivers and people who have been driving and are having trouble making that kind of money in a day. So I've been driving for Uber for almost 3 weeks now, and the money's been real consistent. Consistent meaning I set the times that I go out, I make that kind of money consistently. I come in the house, I might go back out later in the day depending on how I feel, depending on what the family has going on, and make some more money. And this is all on my off time from school because I'm a full-time student as well. So I'm gonna show you guys a few screenshots of some certain days that I made numbers, the amount of time I drove, and compare it to other days where I kind of drove less and still almost made what I made. Okay. So, if you guys can see that, that is 5 days. Those 5 days are not me driving to my full potential, especially on the end day, if you guys can see that right there. I think on that last day I might have drove for 2 or 3 hours, and that was a Saturday. I think I woke up, wanted to see what that flow was like that Saturday morning. It wasn't so good. I think I burned more gas than I actually drove. And when it got to me burning more gas than I was actually making back, I just logged out and came home. So for Tuesday, as you can see, I made $192. Right? Wednesday, I made $136. Now, on the day, which is January 1st, which is the first day of me actually driving Uber, I made $192. That was 24 trips. That's 7 hours and 46 minutes online. Now, online doesn't necessarily mean I was driving for 7 hours and 46 minutes. That just means I was logged on for a total of 7 hours and 46 minutes. Now, this included my toll, because I took a passenger to New York. I picked her up from West New York, which is on the other side of the water, and brought her to Manhattan, which is on the other side which is on the opposite side of the water, right? And the toll was usually $15, and Uber gave me $20 for that toll. And that's same day. Now, for those who have Easy Pass, I would highly recommend you just, if you can get a day's worth of pay on your Easy Pass, it just avoids the violations that are sent to your house. But I try to accumulate a day's pay that I put, mainly on my Easy Pass, because I know I'm gonna make it back. And the good thing about Uber and Lyft is you can cash your money out the same day. This money I made for the week, I didn't have to wait until the end of the week to get it. I actually cashed out the same day. Uber charged me 50 cents for an express pay. I paid the express pay. I got my money. As soon as I pressed OK, it was in my account. Literally from the time I pressed OK to opening my app for my bank account, my money was right there. So that's one good thing about driving for Uber and Lyft. Uber and Lyft share the same kind of feature too. For Uber, it's express pay. For Lyft, it's express cash or something like that. So that's for one day, 192.88. I drove for 7 hours and 40 something minutes, right? His notification gang. And for the day after, I completed 17 trips, and I drove for, what does it say? 5 hours and 32 minutes. Now, I don't know what was going on that particular day, why I didn't really drive that extra 7 or even completed the 8 hours of driving. But yeah, that's what I got for that day. I don't know if this was broken up into two different driving times. I'd actually have to go into my settings and actually get the trips that way I can see. But I know for a fact that this particular day I drove 2 times. I drove in the morning. From 5:30 to 10:30 in the morning. That was my last drive. My last drive ended at 11 a.m. I picked her up at 10:30 and I stopped. I drove to New York and I got there to her location at 11 a.m. and came home. I drove again that following night at 9:30. I drove till 1:30 and made, I have to pull it up on my phone and show you, but it was kind of like half and half. I think I made like another $80 or something for that night I came back out. So there is definitely money to be made with the Uber. Actually, today is, what's today? Oh God, really? Man, can I get a calendar? Today is January 7th. Now, all this week there's a $6 promotion going for 3 consecutive trips, which means you have to pick up the first ride in a certain surge area, which is on both sides of the, well, not on both sides of the water, in Newark, the span of Newark, and in the span of Secaucus and Hoboken, in that area. Your first trip starts there, and any other trip you pick up after that is a go. Now, I caught 1 consecutive 3-banger back to back, boom, 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 and they gave me the $6. Now I did another 3 trips after that, but the second and third wasn't directly after. Like, I mean, like within like 10 minutes after or so. I don't know what their idea of consecutive is. It wasn't back to back, and I didn't have to accept the ride like as I was dropping the passenger off, which I often get, and I still got the $6 for that consecutive ride. And for those who are driving, they might see it themselves. It'll pop up on the top where your actual money goes for completed trips, and it'll say 1 of 3. Then it'll say 2 of 3, then 3 of 3. Then it'll do like a little, little thing. And yeah, your $6 will be in your transaction history when you review that. But yeah, definitely, man. Since I've been driving for Uber, it's really been an experience. Not really wearing on my body like I thought it would, because I definitely paced myself. One thing I would highly recommend for drivers, if you don't have anybody to pick, if you don't have a passenger, just step out the car or vehicle for a little bit, stretch your legs, move your body around, because just sitting in that position for a while, it catches up to your body. You must always, kind of stretch as often as you can. Yeah, one thing I would definitely highly recommend is getting your little toolkit. A little traveler pass, your little Uber kit. I'll make a video on that soon. Only thing I'm missing is my vacuum, which I go to the car wash. I have an unlimited car wash plan, so I don't really have to vacuum my vehicle out too often. I definitely keep the interior clean as always. I have the tab of things that I don't have it set up right now because I'm not on the clock. I'm actually out running errands. Matter of fact, let me go in here right now and show y'all something. Since we on the topic, right? So, just so we can get the analytics down of my day, right? So this is the $192.88 day, right? So I'm gonna go into the trips, right? Just to give you an overview of what my average trips are that brought it to that. So I started my first ride was at 5:37 in the morning, right? That was $7.12. I got another ride at 6. It's $8.67. I had a ride canceled. I didn't even get paid for that. Oh yes, I did. I'm seeing it up here. I got paid for a canceled ride, $3.75. I had a pool at 6:25 in the morning. I had a pool, 8:11. Had another pool, 6:29, $4.83. 721. I got an Uber X for 557. Where are my big rides? Okay, I got the 1178, 1132, 3354. Now that's when my last ride ended. The woman I took to New York, my ride ended with her at 10:54 a.m. And I was already at whatever these numbers added together, 33, 11, 3, all that added together, which was obviously more than $100. I was already at over $100 in 5 hours of driving. That's just 5.8. That's from 5:30 to 10:54. Already over $100. That's 5 hours of passengers, and numerically, that's only, where am I at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12 trips. That's 12 trips, already over $100, and that's early in the morning. I came back out again at 9:20 was my first ride, right? And I drove all the way. My last ride was at 1:15. It was a canceled ride. It was a canceled pull. They gave me $2.25 for that, and that just kind of topped off the rest of the night. 14, 4, 3, 3, 3, 8, 15, 6, 4, 9, 7, 6, 2, and that brought me to the grand total of 180, 192.88, right? That's 7 hours. That's only 24 trips. That's not bad. And I don't even recall really being exhausted that day because I went right back out that night. So that was a good night. Now, if I could do that every day, and like I said, the toll was covered in there too when I went to New York. See the $20? The toll didn't cost $20, but Uber gave me $20. But yeah, man, I definitely recommend this. This is a great side hustle for anybody who has, spare time and has an up-to-date car that they can drive, that they don't mind transporting people in. I highly recommend you getting a car wash. I highly recommend you getting a car wash membership. So you can just wash your car whenever you want. That's what I do. I wash my car whenever I want, as many times as I want. Sometimes I'll go twice a day, right? Because I don't want to. I use this car as a family vehicle too, and yeah, I kind of fell back from doing Lyft. Honestly speaking, no shame to Lyft. It's just there's a better the people aren't really feeling Lyft though, surprisingly, and it kind of bugged me out too, just hearing passengers I get talk about it. They're not really feeling Lyft like that too much. And I'll jump on Lyft. I'll sign on a Lyft every now and then when my Uber is slow. But I kind of got a little science down to where my rides are going to be clicking the most. In the morning I might just start it up, turn it on, and just wait for me to get a hit, or I'll just drive straight to Hoboken or something like that. I want to be giving y'all guys jewels, but I'm all for putting people on to where the money machine's flowing in at. And yeah, man, I'm just actually enjoying all the driving I can do now, because I know once I go back to school, I'm probably not going to be able to drive as much. Honestly speaking, to compensate for the amount of driving I'm not going to be able to do, the least I can do is drive from 5 to noon, 5 to 12, and I should be good for the rest of the day. There's no way I can't at least get $150 from driving from 5 a.m. in the morning to 12 p.m. and just being done for driving the rest of the day, because I got school, right? And I changed all my classes to nighttime. That way I can, do what I got to do in the morning, rest up a little bit, then go to class. But yeah, man, I highly recommend Uber. No shame to Lyft. It's just the professionalism of it all. The brand, what it stands for. Depending on the vehicle you got too, it just meshes all together. And we're fasting too, man. I'm waiting on my wife to come out now from an appointment. I've been drinking tea all day. To God be the glory, boy. But it's already 1:39, so I'm contemplating what that fast breaking meal is about to be. I'm trying to keep like a cleansing appetite for what I'm about to put in my body. And man, it's hard, man. I never fasted before a day in my life. Not to stray away from the video, but this is just what's going on with the Long family / just another Uber driver / F&L transportation / we got a lot of slashes going on in this household. We're starting this year. Get your slashes up, right? That's what's going on in 2019 for the Long family. We getting them slashes up, right? We get the transportation company started. I want to do an application just to bring something new to the transportation world, not more so say an Uber. I would need about 10, 20 cars to get something to pop like that. But you know, I speak that kind of stuff into existence anyway. So if I see it and I feel it, you know, that's God telling me to go get it, right? So, man, it's beautiful out here, man. It's beautiful out here. But yeah, man, highly recommend Uber. Like I said, you see the scale on there, right? Now, for the bars that are higher, that's obviously me driving more, right? Now, there's some bars that's low, and there's some bars that's real low. Now, imagine if all those bars was all the way up, all the way across the board for 7 days straight. I mean, 7 days is kind of pushing it, but 5 days strong, it's definitely $1,000 or more in 1 week. And the car I drive is built to take, you know, a whole lot of miles and whatnot, so I'm not damaging the vehicle. I own the vehicle, it's mine, you know. F&L Transportation grows to what it needs to be. This will be LLC'd into a company vehicle, and I had to get me something else like a Bentley or, you know, a Mulsanne or something, you know. I don't know. I have to get me something else. Y'all comment down in the comment section what y'all think I should get if I LLC the truck. Cause I've been loving this truck, man. This is a bad truck. You know, I thank God every day for, you know, him dropping this on the family, man. Cause it was long overdue, man. Teavana, man, get your tea game up too. This is like a raspberry fruit kind of brewed tea, and it's a natural tea too. It comes with a little thing, brewer. You put the things in, and you put the cup on top, and it's dope, man. I'll probably do a video with that showing y'all something if y'all wanna, you know, take a venture with us. But this fast is an amazing thing. Like it's kind of changed my whole outlook on how I perceive food and what I put in my body. Honestly speaking, man, because the first day of this fast, I didn't think. All right, let me just keep it real with y'all. The first day of this fast, I didn't think for a second I was gonna be able to make it from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. without eating. Now I done been all kind of body styles, right? I've been chunky like I am now. I actually never been this big before. This is the biggest I've been my whole life. Even when I was a kid, I wasn't this big. I've been slim, I've been cocky, I've been built, I've been all kind of body types, body attributes, you know? And that first day of the fast really kind of like, wow, that thing is knocking right now. My baby's sleeping. Jace knocked out in the background. And it just really helped me see that like my appetite isn't half as crazed as I made it to be. Shout out to the people in the background, man, interrupting my video. Yeah. And yeah, just like I broke my fast. I actually had, I'm not gonna lie, I had like this Oriental style kind of thing with lo mein, and yeah, it was my first fast breaking. Wasn't the best thing I could have put in my body, but you know, we're gonna do better this day. Today we're gonna do better. I might throw it in a video just so y'all can, you know, see that I stuck to my word. And yeah, man, this fast is everything I actually needed for myself spiritually, because, you know, I've been battling with some things that you know, it just should be intact at my age, and you know, nobody's perfect, right? So we're gonna continue to do what we do. Content. That's all I keep hearing from these big YouTubers. How you grow your channel, just make more content. I know from my last video, and my daughter, she's a tough critic, man. I just recently did a Uber video, right? And she kept it so real with me, and I really appreciated that, because me and her so used to doing videos together. I actually did a video that she wasn't in, and my energy was like mad informal and stern. Like, for what? You get what I'm saying? I'm a laughing, jokingly kind of person. Why so serious, right? And yeah, so what we're gonna do is keep the flow consistent with the content. Keep a smile on your face with your content. You know, be who you are. There's no, you know, information can be given all kind of ways. It doesn't have to be, you know, like this, right? But Man, I'm just waiting on 3 o'clock to get here. Whew. I'm hungry, man. Y'all curious about who that artist is? I make a lot of my videos with his music. His name is Krush. Let me show you his name. His name is Krush. White boy too. Woo. He definitely got some heat. I haven't really seen the album. He just has a lot of EPs. Has a lot of EPs. Banging stuff too. A lot of stuff I use in my videos for those who, you know, interested in stepping into his music. He got real good music, man. And it's you know, it's not copyright music too. So I use it for my videos. I don't get flagged no more. Big shout out to Krush. When this YouTube channel pop, I will make sure he get a check. However I can find him. You know, gotta give credit when it's due, man. So we're gonna continue to be glorious. We're gonna continue to be victorious. This is day 22 of 21. Thanks for coming through. Don't forget to smash that like button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And don't forget to subscribe, right? Welcome to the Long family. Peace.